I'm sure you're all aware of who Phoenix Jones is, the real-life superhero that was based out of Seattle, Washington. He was a mixed martial artist that would dress up like Kick-Ass and actually kick some ass. This is like decades ago. He would record himself in the streets of Washington stopping any petty crimes he came across. A lot of times he would prevent or directly intervene in assaults that he would find on the street. And in one of the times he made a mistake and ended up getting charged with assault. Phoenix Jones did not die a hero. He lived long enough to see himself become the villain. And then he pursued a professional MMA career where he kept the Phoenix Jones persona and boasted a 7-3-1 record, which is not too bad. It's quite the hell of a story, too. There's plenty of documentaries on the internet if you want to learn more about him. But I'm not here to talk about Phoenix Jones. I'm here to talk about the man who has taken up the mantle of responsibility. Hello, my friends. And James Jacobs is the CEO of ASAP Squatter Removals. His company's based in San Francisco, and he uses an assortment of weapons and tactical gear, including but not limited to body armor, swords, rifles, tear gas, and smoke grenades.
It sounds like an intense way to remove a squatter. Go in with a samurai sword and scare the squatters out. But the CEO of the company offering this service says it's more complicated than that.
I can imagine.
Diagonals to the side.
I'm afraid. All right, buddy. Tell me your secrets. How you do it?
James Jacobs has been trained in martial arts for 15 years.
I would
It's
hope.
called a trainer blade. It would be illegal to have a real blade in public, but Jacobs started his company.
But he
ASAP
can use a
Squatter
real one to
Removal
kick out
use
squatters?
real swords to clear
Should be the
squatters from
government's job.
properties. The CEO says surveillance is done first to pre-approve clients and make sure the squatters are illegally on a property. After that's established, a process called breach and clear is done.
Breaching is breaking into the property, and then clearing is actively going through the rooms and making sure there's no active threat.
According to Jacobs,
We have the
lease
police for
agreements are
that.
signed between him and the property owners to allow his team to go in and remove squatters. And it's not just samurai swords used.
AR-15s, we have M9, 590s, shotguns.
He's been in the work of removing squatters for 7 years and says it's a completely legal process.
Holy
I talked
shit.
with Con 4 legal analyst Stephen Clark.
So he and his company will gather intelligence and monitor your house day and night for the low price of 10 bands, making him not a vigilante. Of course, that would be crazy. He's a gun for hire. And now all of this is completely legal so long as he does not inflict bodily harm on the squatters.
The samurai sword is a deadly weapon, and if there was a confrontation with a tenant or someone overstaying on the property, and that samurai sword was used to inflict injury, that could result in a criminal prosecution.
Clark recommends going
It
to
shouldn't.
law
No,
enforcement.
I fucking hate California law. No. If somebody's staying on your property illegally, you have every right by any means to kick them out. And if they refuse to, the First Amendment is the warning for them to get off the property. And the Second Amendment is in case they didn't listen.
And the court process required to remove someone from the property. Jacobs disagrees, saying he's well aware of the risks, which is why he takes precautions to avoid legal battles down the road.
I have
Good for him. He's been doing it for 9 years. I imagine he
have an
knows what he's
in-house
doing.
Attorney. Heck,
Yeah.
people make wrongful claims against my business all the time just to try and get money.
The cost of removing a squatter from your property using ASAP Squatter Removal starts at $10,000. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Rob Nesbitt, Cron 4 News.
I'm starting a squatter removal business. Now, I couldn't find any videos of him actually evicting a squatter from a home, but I can just imagine based off of that video with him, he just comes I don't even need to say what I'm doing. You know exactly where I'm going with this. Fucking kicks down the door, samurai sword in hand, moving at the speed of fuck, slides on his knees right across the kitchen floor with a slice right past the squatter, but you think the squatter dodged it, but he didn't, because then his body starts to slowly slide in half. That'd make a fucking great anime. That series would probably have banger intro music as well. San Francisco does have one of the highest vacancy rates in the country. It's over 12%. So squatting is very common in the city. So there's a market for this, I guess. Now, San Francisco does have squatters' rights, and as far as I am concerned, you cannot use force to remove them from a property you own. You have to go through this very long and lengthy legal process to get them kicked out, and to a lot of property owners, it's just not worth it. So they turn to hiring fucking My Hero Academia here to get them out for them. Now, he says he's been doing this for years, and that he hasn't broken any laws, and that he hasn't really gotten into any legal battles. Which I can understand, because if I were a squatter, and I woke up choking on tear gas to a man in full body armor standing over me with a samurai sword, I'm getting the fuck out of there and I'm not saying shit. That's terrifying. That's the Grim Reaper standing over you. The only thing scarier than that to me would be a giant peanut pointing the fun end of a gun at me shouting, "Make peace with your god." I just figured I'd share that with you. Thank you for taking time out of your day for watching. Hope to see you in the next video tomorrow. Love you, bye.